Hello guys, my name is Gabriel Roberts from Roberts Bushcraft. Today I'm going to be showing you the Aqua Quest Himal 30-liter backpack. Backpack dry bag. This thing is, it's a very neat piece of gear, and it's a piece of gear I think you're really going to enjoy getting a closer look at. Let's jump right into it. So one of the neat things to me about this backpack is that it can actually fold down into itself. So you can stuff this backpack back down in this bottom pouch here, this section down here. By the way, this bottom section is not waterproof, so anything that you put in there is not going to be protected from the water, rain, things like that. It'll come right into that zipper. All you do is just flip this pack over and roll this on the outside like that. So basically all you've done is flip that pouch upside down, or inside out rather, and then you can kind of see what's happening there. It's just kind of fitting right over the bag, and then you just kind of push the rest of the pack in there. You can roll it up if you want to get a nice clean look to it, or you can just stuff it all right in. Really doesn't matter either way, because it'll fit either way. I have been using this pack now for just over a year. We got this right before we went on our little kayaking adventure down at the coast last year, and that's the time that we lost the phone and the gimbal, sadly. But tested it out then. That's when we got it, and it worked out great then, and it's still trucking, working great now. As you see there, fully collapsed down. It just stuffs right into itself, and it makes for a very neat option. So when it's not in use, you can just store it. See the carry handle right there as well. Very nice indeed. Now there are many features on this pack that I really enjoy, but a lot of them, just small little features like this on the bag, I really like. You'll notice by the center carry handle, this little tab right here at the top has a reflective kind of material right there, so when you're shining light on it, it'll be easier to see. As well as up here on the front, you'll notice on the shoulder straps has that reflective material. That's very nice, and actually the logos, all the writing on this bag has that kind of reflective material to it as well. Very nice. This center carry handle kind of has a rubberized feel to it. I like that a lot myself. I enjoy that, especially when you're grabbing it with wet hands. And you'll notice it has molly underneath this carry handle. So you do have some options for outside of the bag. On the front here, have the shoulder straps. These things are actually very comfortable. You know, when I saw this bag at first, I had a lot of doubts as far as how comfortable it would be to, go on hikes with. But let me tell you guys, I've carried this thing for the most, I'd say 3 miles or so in the woods. Just a quick little day trip, and that's about as far as lengthwise that I've carried this. I've done a few of those hikes though with this bag on. See, it's great because when you have like the threat of rain, or you're near water, somewhere where it's even the slightest possibility that you might be getting your gear wet, this thing is great. It's very comfortable, as it's got this mesh on both the shoulder straps and down here at the base right here. Nothing on the kidney belt or the hip belt. It's just a nylon strap, but honestly, for the amount of gear that you would have in this thing, I feel like that is all you need. I have a few tie down points up here at the shoulder straps, and now you have space underneath these, so you could always rig up a knife or something right there if you wanted to. Sternum strap can go all the way up and down this shoulder strap here. All in all, guys, I just really like this thing. It's got a carry handle up top as well. And when you put it on, and it's packed full of gear, it just feels good. Hip belt on as well. Just feels good. And it's got a very clean look to it as well. I like this pack. Very comfortable. It's minimalistic, but it gives you all the stuff that you need to still have a comfortable hike, number one, and to be able to keep your gear waterproof and keep it accessible. Very nice. Now, of course, the main compartment of this bag is just open. No pouches or pockets or anything on the inside. It's just a black hole, really. So there's the inside of the bag. You'll notice tape seams. They're holding up very nicely. It's also got a bit of a reinforcement up at the top, just a thicker piece of nylon. And all in all, guys, I'm impressed with this bag. So we've done multiple waterproofing tests of the Aqua Quest Himal backpack, but we actually haven't gotten them on camera. So today, I wanted to show you guys. This thing is basically just a huge dry bag with straps, and I love that. So we actually haven't gotten a waterproofing test on camera, so today I want to come out here and jump in with it. Again, huge fans of making our gear flotation devices. All right, here we go. Actually, let's put.
And this water is cold.
Yes, this water is cold. All right, into the brink we go. And as you see, it's floating.
It's perfect.
Just like it should. Nice and secure up top.
See if you can hold it up on the water and let's see if we get any bubbles out of it.
Okay.
And we're going to get some. There you go. That's
Get it.
Trying to keep it down.
Yeah. But you see how the air is puffing up like
It's
that?
still puffing up.
So.
All right. Swim on over here with it.
Still floating. All right. Let's hop back in, head back to shore, and see how it did. All right, let's check it out. Bone dry.
Bone dry.
Those spots right there are from where I just opened it up.
All right, let's take it out and see what you got in there.
I've got a Polar Tech fleece pullover. Also got a Climate sleeping mat, insulated. Schmog. Wrapped in the schmog, I've got a simple fire kit. Shout out to Bigfoot Bushcraft. Thanks again for that ferro rod and fire starters. As well as a little bit of paracord and a knife. Something very simple, just to get me by for a little while. These are really backups. Normally I'm gonna have a lighter on me, as well as a fixed blade knife. But for some reason, if I didn't have one on me that day, then there you go, I've got it in that pack. Boonie hat, sun will take you out, especially me. So, you gotta have that in there. Simple headlamp. Thanks again to Vaunt.
These are handy dandy little lights. I have to give it to them.
They really are, and they're bright for for what they are. They're really well. Poncho liner. God, came undone when I pulled it out there.
That's all right.
Poncho liner, just a little bit of something to sleep under, especially times that I'm going to be in a kayak. Normally, if I'm using something like the fleece pullover combined with something like a poncho liner, I'm going to be really well as far as temperature at night. Feel like I should be okay.
Especially at this time of the year.
Yep. And being on an insulated sleeping pad with a schmog, fleece pullover, and a poncho liner. If I'm not warm there, then I'll
make your fire bigger. That's right. Yep. Make your fire bigger.
That's for sure. Got the Katoma bed net. Now again, a lot of the times on a kayak, when we'll be kayaking, probably is going to be the majority of the time during the summer. So having something, a complete bed net, literally just a complete shield from the mosquitoes, is the way to go. Now combined with this, I have not purchased a rain fly yet, and I'm going to do that soon. But for the time being, I have to use my Aqua Quest Defender 9x7 tarp, and this thing is awesome.
It's one of the best tarps on the market in our opinion. Gabriel's got an old video where I taught him how to use that to build a homemade canoe with, and that is the very same tarp that he used, what, I think 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep, just about.
To build that with. I mean, we put these things through, we consider it torture. You build a canoe out of one, and it has held together.
That's for sure. It's definitely held the test of time. Lastly, yep, that is all I have in there.
All right.
Lastly, I've got a simple kit here, something that I can boil water in as well as carry water. Just got a Nalgene cup, but it's not just a Nalgene. It's also got a stainless steel cup. You know, this thing has never been easy to get out of this little pouch here. I've got that there, as well as the lid up top. That thing fits perfect. Very nice system, and it works great. I do like having standalone systems. I considered putting a canteen cup in here, but I've got those. I'd have to move it out of another pack to put it in this one, and I haven't found a home for the Nalgene kit yet, so I figured this would be a great place for this to go. And I also love having that stainless steel cup because that allows me to purify water, to cook, whatever meal that I might have with me that day. MREs, ramen noodles. Sky's the limit, really. I could even bake in this thing. So that's my water kit. And there you have it. Very simple kayak kit that I've put together in this Himal backpack from Aqua Quest. And as you can tell, this bag works great at what it does. So one of the coolest things to me about this pack is that it's got straps like a normal backpack. It's not just a dry bag, it's also a backpack. And that's really cool to me because there's plenty of scenarios that this can come in handy for. Think about if you have to walk a little ways to get to your campsite. You paddled up to the beach, but sure, you have to walk, 10 minutes to get to your campsite, something like that. Or even just something as simple as, you're going for a quick day hike. It's a possibility that it might rain. Carry this thing.
And I will say that it's a very comfortable backpack to wear.
It really is, especially when you pack it right. Now, of course, this thing is loose. It doesn't have any liner to keep it, straight.
No stiffeners.
And flat, no stiffener in the back. So, of course, you have to pack it smart in a way that it's going to be flat on your back. So, of course, if you have something protruding out, it's going to stick into your back. But if you pack it like you got some sense, it's not going to be sticking into your back. And it's actually, like Dad mentioned, a very comfortable bag. Comes with a hip belt or kidney belt, as well as a sternum strap. So they really thought this thing out.
And these strips here are reflective.
That's dual purpose. I mean, if you're trying to find your bag during the night, so you've got it sitting outside of your tent or your tarp, being able to shine some light on that and find it, pick up on it really quick, and so other people can see you.
Now he's got about what we're estimating to be 8 to 10 pounds worth of gear in there. In my opinion, that's about as much as you want to go. You don't want to stress the, because you can see inside there's tape seams on the inside. You don't want to stress those too much.
Although I'm sure these things probably could hold up to the test, I wouldn't put with so much weight in here. Like Dad mentioned, about the 10-pound mark is probably where I would call it. I don't know, you might could get 15 or 20 pounds worth of gear in here, but that's really pushing on these thin little straps. I wouldn't go but so much in here, and really you don't need but so much in here. This is not designed to be a, Everest pack where you,
That's right.
Stay out there for a week. This is really just meant to be a small day kit. So that concludes this portion of the kit. Now we'll move on to the review. This Aqua Quest dry bag is a 70D ripstop nylon. It is dual coated with TPU and DWR. This helps create a waterproof kit. So that helps keep your gear waterproof, as well as the tape seams on the inside of this bag. This is 1.1 pounds, completely empty. And the pack dimensions in this, and the size of the pack dimensions in this carry case that's sewn on is 11 inches by 7 inches by 2.5. So we're here at the back of my Pelican Sentinel 12-foot kayak. Really, I just wanted to show you how perfectly this thing fits right down into that little spot right there. That little divot fits perfect. Normally put my cooler up here. You'll see right there, we were out at the coast, had my cooler up there, had the backpack down this way. Now there's one other spot that this thing fits absolutely perfect at, and that's inside of that front hatch. So you notice this hatch is not very big. I mean, here's my hand. It's a good size hatch, but it's not huge by any means. But you'll notice this thing takes a little bit of finagling around, even when it's full. Fits great in there. And it actually will go all the way up because of the shape of this. It will conform to the nose of the kayak up here. So it actually works out very well. If I don't need it on the back, like I don't have items in here that I have to get to, if I'm running that kind of a setup, where I don't need it on the back of the kayak, I can put it right up here and it works out perfect. So what are my overall impressions of this Aqua Quest Himal 30-liter waterproof backpack? Well, honestly guys, I am completely in love with this thing. It is the perfect dry bag for my kayak. All of my kayak adventures, you'll see this thing on the back of it. And that's for good reason. This thing has plenty of great features without being a super heavy pack. It's pretty minimalistic as far as most of the things go on this pack, but it's useful. Everything they have in here is everything that you need. I really like the feature of being able to stuff the dry bag back into the stuff sack, just this pouch up front. And I like the functionality of that. That pouch is actually a pouch where you can put gear inside of it, but if you want to stow this thing away and pack it down, you have that option by using that up front as well. Thank you, Aqua Quest, for sending this out to me. I really appreciate it, and I absolutely love your gear. Of course, you know Dad and I have used their tarps for many years now. I've made a canoe out of one. Dad showed me how to do. Have a video on that. Got years of experience with this thing. You'll normally find the Aqua Quest Defender tarps over our hammocks, or number of different things. We've made shelters out of it. Just done all kinds of really awesome stuff with that Defender tarp. And hey, the reputation that tarp has held up to translates right over to this gear. This is an amazing piece of gear, and I like to see that they take the same kind of time and quality that they put into it as they do with their tarps. Really nice. Really enjoy this backpack. Thanks again to Aqua Quest for sending it out. We'll have a link in the description box down below for you to go to purchase one of these packs through an Amazon affiliate link. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that applaud button if it's on your heart. And as always, may the wings of liberty never lose a feather. And God bless.